If they can get Pogba to commit and sign this contract now and not be a free agent in the summer, that would be a huge freaking W. Labil. You see, Pogba was always good. A good player is a good player is a good player. That's something you always have to know about football. So even when that clown Graham Souness, who's not really done anything in his career, was saying, "Oh, probably to do that," didn't mean anything because football fans know and guys who understand football will know that, oh no, this guy's a very talented player, and this guy has potential to be one of the best players in the world. Because forget what those guys say about pace power, because obviously they're obsessed with anytime a guy is black and so forth. The only thing that their dim-witted, idiotic brains can go through is, he's black, pace and power. But no, any guys that understand football will know that, no, this guy has technique. This guy has an extremely high football IQ. This guy is a very smart player. This guy focuses more so on the technical side of the game rather on the physical side of the game. Hence why we go back to the whole thing of where he's just a good quality footballer. So the issue always was, can United keep a player this good? Because Pogba knew and he knows how good of a player that he is. I think for every player, you want to be able to use your talents towards a project that makes sense. You want your talent to be married towards a project that fully appreciates your talents. An average player, average club. A good player, a good club. An amazing player, an amazing club. So for Pogba, it was a dilemma. It was a whole dilemma because it was like, look, this is my boyhood club and I want the perfect Disney Plus story. I love Man United and the perfect story I want, like in a little fairy tale, is that I stay at Man United and I deliver for Man United, my boyhood club. But then he had to take a step back and say, look, I know how amazing I am. I know that when I'm playing at my best, I'm one of the best players in the world. And being one of the best players in the world is Man United the right place for me. Because as much as I love United and as much as I want to have this whole Disney Plus story, I have to take care of number one. I have to put myself in a position where when I look at my career as an individual, there's the World Cup, there's the Euros, their Champions Leagues, their league titles. So I can say, yes, I did that. I had a great career because I know how good of a player I can be and I know my amazing ability. So you look at United right now and you say to yourselves that things have changed. At the beginning of the season, I would have felt that Pogba, he's leaving, because he's like, look, according to you're cool. Hence why it makes sense for him to hesitate, because it's like, rather than just committing to a contract, let me just see how this year goes around, keep my options open. If we finish without a trophy, and I said this team is not really going anywhere, Real Madrid, what up? Let's ride. Benzema, what up? Mbappe, what up? Possibly Haaland, what up? Camavinga, what up? Hazard, what up? But things have changed. When Varane and Sancho was bought, it was this is something. We've made two very good signings. A Champions League and a World Cup winner in Varane, and one of the most exciting young players in the world in a Sancho. So, okay, this looks really good. Until the fact that I've been playing very well. The tipping point was Cristiano. That was the game changer. Because despite his age, despite him being in his twilight years of his career, despite him obviously almost about to pretty much end up, retirement is staring at Cristiano. Despite that, this guy is literally choking in the fountain of youth. He basically bathes in the fountain of youth. He keeps on scoring. He keeps on scoring. So for Pogba right now, this is where he has to not be careful, because you don't want to be reactionary. Because as of right now, Pogba's like, wait a minute. We have a team to do something here. Because I know what I can do in terms of my ability. Jay Ling's playing the best football of his career. I already know what your boy Cavani can freaking do. And we have a goal-scoring freakazoid in Cristiano Ronaldo. So all the elements are here for us to say, what's up? Because I know what he did with less help at Juventus. He's got me. He's got Sancho. He's got Greenwood. He's got Jay Links. You know, he's got gunners. He's got guys. He's got weapons now around him. He's got Bruno Fernandes. So Pogba's like, wait a minute, this dream, this Disney Plus story, which did not really seem a reality at the beginning of the season, now seems closer to a reality. So on the one hand, Pogba's like, no, this is it. Even if we have Cristiano for 2 years, I feel that in 2 years, this guy is going to start part and is going to get those freaking goals. And we don't even need for him to physically exert himself because we know that he has one of the best, his movement is amongst the best in the world. If we just provide for him and just feed him and feed him and feed him, he can do something. This guy can freaking ride. So that's the attraction. The attraction there for Pogba is this just might be the team. This just might be the moment in order to win this league. Dare I say, if everything can happen, dare I say, say for the Champions League. But on the flip side, which is why the notion is he's leaning towards it, but the flip side is keep your options open. Because if somebody was wise advising Pogba is don't get hyped up so early in the season and commit yourself and have the situation that Harry Kane had. Because if you commit yourself now, you are committed. And therefore, if you now want to make the move, if you want to leave, someone's going to put down 200 mil because that's your value, 200 plus. But for Pogba, maybe it's advisable that it's great. This looks really good. Let's give it till the end of the season. I'm not going to sign any pre-contracts in January. Let's see where we're at on the end of the season because for example, end of the season, if let's say they win the league or they reach the CL semi, Pogba can be like, oh, you know, this is all right. Like this is all right, and we can build up upon this. We are now heading in the right direction here. Or let's even create a scenario. They come second by 4 or 5 points. They take it to they come second by 2 points. They take it to the last day of the season. They get to the CL semi. We win a trophy. But we played really well. We were really close and we just got unlucky. Refereeing the decision, hit the bar here and so forth. I could do something. But let's flip it. You have all these players. You finish third, 20 points away from the league leaders, and you get knocked out in a second round or in the quarterfinals. Probably like, guys, thanks. It's real good and so forth. But I feel based on how I'm playing right now, I've got to make this move to Real Madrid. Because Pogba will know that it's not just Real Madrid. It's not just Benzema, not just potentially Mbappe. It's Carlo Ancelotti. And I think the one thing that Pogba is or should be hesitant of is we have all the players, we have the personnel, we have the club. I know the club is the boyhood club. It's an amazing club. Ole ain't Ancelotti, bro. He just ain't, you know. And he just doesn't have the skill set, the ability, or the experience that Carlo Ancelotti has. So for Pogba, I think that football can change like the weather. Football can change like the weather. Because as of right now, if things were to carry on how they're carrying on, United look great. They look great. Like these guys look like what they did to Newcastle. If this is a precursor of what could happen, United could have a pretty crazy. This could be the season that United actually come back because they have so many freaking weapons. But we're still in single digits with regards to games played in the league season. We're still very early on in the season. And again, looking at Kane and so forth, you don't want to get hyped up and commit right now. So I think for Pogba, it's let's see what this year rolls through. Because if let's say United just play amazing, superb, they're really, really good and everything just clicks and they're one of the best teams, Pogba will like, Real Madrid is cool, but this fits. I understand this. I get this. And it's one of those things. If Pogba had a choice, would you rather succeed with Real Madrid or succeed with your boyhood club? Now, sometimes you can't make that choice because Disney Plus doesn't always happen. But if you could have a choice and say, yo, you have a choice, succeed with Real Madrid or succeed with your boyhood club. Succeed with your boyhood club. That's the nicer story. That's the cooler story. So we'll see what happens. But if Pogba does sign, if he does sign and commit to Man United, that would be a huge freaking dub for United. because that's like a new signing. Because if they can get Pogba to commit and sign this contract now and not be a free agent in the summer, that would be a huge freaking W for United. Like that vid, subscribe if you're new. One love.